And a lot of people, when they're buying B2B, they're not buying what you think. They might be buying that they think they're getting a great deal. They might be thinking they're getting a great discount. They might be buying the prestige with being a CUB member. They might be thinking, it's an ego-related thing. So you don't really know. It's people make a transaction, but it's the emotion behind it that really come down to it. And that's the emotion that you need to understand to then drive the engagement. And that's where the impact comes in. That impact needs to link back to that emotion that's actually going to drive it, yeah.
How do you measure the impact? You said that's probably the most important, but it's overlooked. How do you create it? And how do you know if it's worked?
Let's say I wanted to market to businesses, which I do as a business. We want certain companies to work for us. I could get Australia Post to deliver very, very cheaply for me a flyer, which is unaddressed, to pretty much every business in Australia. And they'd all go out and everyone would get one. And no one would read them because they'd either just get thrown in the bin, receptionist would look at it, go on the CEO's desk if very lucky, and it would go in the bin. No one's really going to look at this. It's low impact. It's not very exciting. If I put it in an envelope and I've got your name and address written on it, and it says private and confidential on the outside, I've got a bit more chance of it not getting thrown away, but the chances are it'll still get opened and thrown away. If it's in a gold envelope that says you have been selected for something exciting, I've got more chance of somebody excited about that hook. When I do marketing, I go all the way. So there was a company we wanted to work with a little while ago. So I designed something that showed them reaching their goal. I knew what their goal was going to be as a marketing organisation, and I knew they were going to struggle to do it. So I had a little cartoon of them doing that. And then I printed that on card on A2? So it was massive. And then I hand-delivered it to their reception. And I had one, and I had them in envelopes, and I had one to go to every single one of the higher executives in that organisation. And it only just had our logo at the bottom. It didn't really tell them enough. All it showed them was them solving this business goal we knew they had. And then I phoned someone in there that I vaguely knew, and I said, "Did you receive something interesting in the post recently?" He was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, that was me." He's like, "Well, everyone's been talking about this. What the hell is it?" So everyone there was really excited to know what it was and how it was. So he said, "Come in, tell us. We want to get this." So I hadn't given them quite enough information, so they wanted more.
So you just need to be a little creative in terms of creating that impact. Because if there's no impact, people aren't checking their mail and things anymore. Well, but if there's impact,
that's right. And this is the challenge actually,
because it can get costly, then. Because, for example, if you've got a list of 1,000 businesses that you want to reach, I guess you could break it up to 100 a month and spend, I don't know, even if it was up to $100 on 100 would be a lot, would it, or would it be less?
It really depends what you want to do. If you're going to spend $100 a pop, then you want to be phoning to make sure it's still correct as well. Because as soon as someone builds data, it starts decaying. So every single data set's slightly incorrect.
Okay.
But if you're spending a lot of money on it, then again, you need to make sure you've got impact. So there's an accounting company I know that's really, really good accounting company. And I asked him what he's done for impact before. He did a brilliant one. He sent everyone a remote control car, like a $50 remote control car, and said, "Here's a gift for you. It's a bit of fun. Maybe your kids will enjoy playing with this. If you'd like to have the remote control for it, why don't you invite me in for a coffee and I'll give it to you." So again, it was a hook and it was a good impact.